Originally, this was gonna be a first impressions. I was gonna sit down on release day, play as much as I could, make a video the next. Yeah, that was about a week ago. I've put over 40 hours into this, and I've barely scratched the surface of what this game has to offer. It was really hard for me to put this game down long enough for me to make this video. I'm gonna try to do my best to make this as spoiler-free as possible, but there will be a couple of things I mentioned that weren't in any of the trailers. So, if you don't want to hear anything like that, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you later. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I had a couple of questions going into this. Could this just have been DLC for Breath of the Wild?
They're the same picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a big fat no on that. The amount of stuff they've added and changed definitely warrants a sequel. I would compare this to something like God of War to God of War Ragnarok. While yes, they both have the same assets and animations, they're different games. They're just continuing the story and building upon the groundwork they've already made. Does that mean this game is worth $70? That's a bit of a hard question. I've had some people tell me they should have charged $100 for this. With how much time and effort they've actually put into it, it deserves every penny. While others are quick to point out this game was made on what was already outdated tech 5 to 6 years ago, and should not be put into the next generation price bracket. While yeah, I see both points, I look at it like this. Unlike some $70 titles,
Next gen, let's go!
this game actually came out fully finished, polished, and is super fun to play. There's also no telling how many hours you'll actually be able to get out of this game. I know people that have thousands in Breath of the Wild alone. So for something like this, I don't actually mind giving the extra $10. This game is huge. You have the original map from Breath of the Wild, but a lot of the landscape has been changed and added to, which is great. The original just had some dead zones with nothing happening for miles. But not this. There wasn't really a moment I didn't feel like I was discovering something new. I would receive a task from someone, but on the way there, get distracted by 20 different things. Like, dude, I'm out here trying to save the princess, not make sure your sign stands up straight. This is not even to mention the new Sky Islands. They're pretty big. The first one you start on is huge. It's basically a tutorial, and it took me about 3 to 4 hours to beat. But there's also a whole new underground map that Nintendo didn't even talk about. The entire underground is pitch black. You have to use certain items to light it up, and it's almost like a mirror of the above world. Exploring down there's pretty fun. There's tons of items to find, just like in the Sky Islands, but every enemy down there's buffed up, and if you lose a heart, it's gone. Until you leave the area, making it really challenging. The animations are pretty awesome. I don't think Ganon's ever quite looked this intimidating, and that music just boosts it to a whole new level. Chills, my dude. We don't have any of the old abilities, but we did get some new ones, like Ultra Hand, which allows you to stick things together, and the community's just loving that. Overall, I'm really enjoying the game, but real quick, here's some things that just annoyed me. Just like in the first game, picking up a new item immediately stops you to tell you about it. Yeah, I don't care, man, just put it in the menu, I'll read it later. Sages, having to talk to them to get them to use their abilities is annoying. It should just be a button. And frame rate issues. This didn't happen too often, and it wasn't game-breaking, but it was there. As always, these are just some of my quick thoughts, and now I want to know, have you picked this game up? And if so, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments, but I gotta get back to this.